All right, here we go. Start off this workout with a top triple at RP7. I chipped from last week. I might make that a habit moving forward, but I don't know. Chip from last week, so we did 320 pounds for an RP7 triple. No problems. I mean, it was pretty heavy, but I mean, I expect it to be. But I don't think it was heavier than a 7. And then for our single, I chipped this one also, and we did 340. This one was a little bit closer to what I would consider to be an overshoot. However, I'm not entirely too sure it was. Like, I perceived that as a 7, like intensity. Now, does that mean I could hit a triple after doing that set for a total of 4 reps? I'm not too sure, but it didn't feel that challenging in terms of like just in the moment after the single. So I don't know. I don't like the fact that the program is recommending me do the exact same intensity for every single throughout the week. That's kind of stinky. But I might just chip them all moving forward. I mean, who knows, right? So back off sets with 300. I got 3 triples, and I decided to call it after this set and drop again down to 285 for the last triple. I was pretty gassed after that single and the heavy triple, I'm not going to lie. This is probably the most amount of volume I've done on bench in maybe ever. Like, seriously, especially at this high of an intensity. So I wasn't quite ready for how gassed I would be, but hey. So for these flat dumbbell presses, moved up to 85s and 3 sets of 8. And I decided to do a 10% drop today, but I might moving forward do just a 5% drop, just because it's a little heavier than the drops from last block. And then maybe in the final block, we just stay with the weight. But I dropped to 75s for these flat dumbbells, and I banged out 18 reps because it was an AMRAP to RPE, and I got 18. So my plan originally was to linearly progress these flat dumbbells in the same way that I was doing inclines last block. And that's still the plan, but it's clear that there's a little bit room to grow on these, and I should not be not pushing them. You know what I mean? Like, I got to make sure that I'm getting close to failure on these. It's just weird to do them after bench pressing. We got our chest supported plate loaded rows. Unfortunately, I still hit the RPE threshold at 6 reps with that 125 top set. I wasn't really counting too carefully, but I was sincerely hoping that was going to be my 7 so I could bump. But that means for 2 weeks in a row, and for 3 weeks, if you count next week, we're going to be at the same weight for these chest supported rows in terms of the top set, which is disappointing to say the least, but I would at least, take solace in the fact that I'm hitting the RP and I'm really pushing it. I got all sets of 10. Actually, I got a set of 12 because I'm an idiot and I forgot these were all supposed to be sets of 10 on the back downs with 105. So those are for sure going up. Now for these neutral grip pull downs, I decided, you know what, I'm leaning into the close grip. We're going full bench carryover on these pull downs. We're going as narrow as possible. So I grabbed the V-bar, 3 sets of 9 with 140 pounds. I haven't used a grip like this in years. So this is my strongest grip, and it usually will be your strongest grip the more narrow you go. So I'm looking forward to pushing these a lot because I might carry these to the end of the block and actually set a PR on a lat pull down. And then, unfortunately, guys, I had an issue. So when I started to record the triple set, which is the laterals, preachers, overhead extensions, my camera battery was super low. I guess I took too long at the preamble and drained the battery. So I only got a set of laterals and then like 1.5 arms of the dumbbell preachers. So that's my mistake. But we did 30 pounds for 12 on the dumbbell laterals. And we did 22.5 pounds on the dumbbell preachers, which was pretty tough. Like I'm very shocked that this is so difficult for me. I might have to adjust my expectations moving forward. And then 65 pounds for 3 sets of 10 on the overhead extensions, which was pretty challenging, but not super close to failure. And then I didn't record the ab work, but we just did 3 sets of 15 on the machine crunches with 160 pounds. And that concludes today's workout. Sorry about, failing to record, but, things happen. And overall, this workout was just okay. Nothing special. That's probably how most of these sessions are going to be for a long time until we hit something heavy or until I get stapled or something, and then it's a terrible workout.